Welcome back to Ranger Touring. Today we're out here in the High Country going to Lake Eildon. I've brought one of my mates along with me this time and my new puppy Cheddar. We've hooked the trailer up for this one to bring a few more of the comfort items from home because the weather hasn't turned it on for us. We're heading out along Eildon Jameson Road, and then from there we're going to be taking Taylor's Creek track. That goes up through the bush for a while, and then from there you come out into one of my favourite campsites, which is up on the top of the hill with an awesome view over the range, and then also onto the lake itself. So should be a good weekend. Hopefully there's a few muddy tracks that'll be a bit of fun to play around in, and some good views. Tune in. So we've made it to our campsite tonight. This place is completely exposed. There's no trees hanging around. I haven't taken the awning for the trailer this time with me. So what we've done is we've parked the car up just next to the trailer, and we're using the car awning because it's a lot less of a fuss to set up. Cooking up some burrito bowls, having a beer. For Cheddar tonight, he's just gonna stay in the trailer because it's pretty muddy out here and it'll just get filthy, but we'll get plenty of time to do that tomorrow. So I think he's enjoying himself, just having a nice little relaxing sleep in the trailer at the moment. Forecast had it for it being rainy today, but woke up this morning. There's a fair bit of rain last night and lots of wind, but it seems to have cleared up for the moment now. So this is why I love coming to this spot. You've got the view of the lake just down there. You've got the ranges out behind you. It's just spectacular. So the plan for today is we're going to cook up some brekkie, and then we'll go down to the actual lake itself, to that middle section there where you can get up right close to the water. Road, which runs along the northern edge of the bank of Lake Eildon. There's a whole bunch of campsites that are along the side, so they're all dog friendly. They've all got toilets there, and they're probably big enough to fit half a dozen families. So lots to choose from, and there's not too many spots that have been very busy at all. They're right on the water's edge. You can't you can't park up on the sand itself, but you can sit back a little bit, and it's quite a nice little spot to go to. It is quite exposed though at the moment, and it's really windy this weekend, so we're probably going to look for a spot that's a little bit back from the river, just for a bit more comfort. So the weather's cleared up a little bit now. We've collected a whole bunch of firewood, which we'll get started later tonight, but before that we're going to go check out some of the four drive tracks without the trailer now, around Lake Eildon. There's some good tracks that we've seen going up the hills, so we'll go check those out and see what we can find. So I'm on a pretty steep hill, and it's a little bit wet, so we'll see how this goes. I'm a little bit nervous about this one, but we'll give it a crack and we'll go from there. So wish me luck. Looked like it was moving then. Yeah, good. I was pretty unhappy with how that last one felt, so I've just dropped another 5 psi out of the tyre, so I'm down to about 20 now. So I'll give this second one a go. Made it up to the top of the hill there. It was pretty sketchy in a few places, so definitely not going back down that way. I'm going to see what the track is over this way. However, I would put the drone up, but it's still raining at the moment, so just taking the view. So sketchy.
is always the way it is when you go camping. Friday night and Saturday night absolutely just bucketing down rain, and then today beautiful weather. It's absolutely turned it on. So really enjoyed Lake Eildon. This is the second time sort of coming to this area, but this is the first time camping directly on the lake itself. You know, this is definitely more of a summertime location, I think. All the tracks would be open. You'd have all the spots, all the steep tracks would be available, and they wouldn't be as sketchy just because they're not going to be as wet. The tracks are pretty fun around here, but as you saw earlier in the video, they're pretty, when they get wet, they can become a bit slippery. And I was a little bit nervous driving down some of those yesterday, just due to how wet they were, and it was just raining, so it was getting wetter and wetter. But it's a good spot. It's dog friendly, so that's pretty much the reason we came here. Plus I wanted to do a trip there. I had been sort of to that area before. So the plan for today, we're not really doing much. We're just going to pack up pretty much this morning, drive back along the dirt road that goes along the side of the lake, and then we'll head home.
Wraps up the weekend here at Lake Eildon. Just heading home now. Like you've seen in this video, there's plenty of spots to go and explore around here. The campsites on the lake are numerous, and this is definitely a spot that you'd like to go to in the summer, and especially if you've got a boat. However, even if it's raining and a bit cold, it's still a good weekend away and still a really picturesque spot. If you're coming out looking for some tough tracks, there's plenty of those around. We really didn't explore too many of them just due to the weather and time. But if you came out here for a weekend, you could have an absolute blast. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to my page. It really helps me out with my content. If you've got any good areas around the Victorian High Country that are opening up soon, please put them in the comments. We'll be keen to tackle them before the end of the year. Thanks for tuning in to Ranger Touring.